Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Art with Miss Myra. Today is Monday, April 27th, and if you are joining me on Facebook, hi guys. I really appreciate all of the support that I get on Facebook, and I love the questions and comments that people have been sending me, and just a reminder to keep pictures coming in and stuff, because we have the big art show coming up on the virtual art show coming up on May 29th, and I really encourage you to if you have completed a project along with me, to send me your picture so you can be included in on that virtual art show, and I think that's just going to be a lot of fun. So, and if you're joining me on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me today. Just a reminder, if you're joining me on YouTube, if you would hit the subscribe button down below and then the bell notification, so you can be they'll send you a notification then of any of the new video uploads. I always come to you at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, Monday through Friday on Facebook Live. That's public. Anyone can join in and anyone can watch. And then after the video is done, I go ahead and post that over on YouTube. And on Facebook, I am Myra Klein. And on YouTube, I am Art with Miss Myra. So I hope that you, if this is your first time joining me, hi. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope that you come back again and watch me again. So one thing I'm going to mention too and stuff is I have to just do a shout out today to my friend Shanna. Shanna is a longtime friend of mine. I've known her since childhood, and she has a boutique that she does. It just has really cute clothes and stuff, and she sent me a package this last week, and I have to show you guys my shirt. I am so happy with this. It's going to become one of my favorites. She sent me this shirt, and it says dedicated teacher even from a distance, and so I am wearing that today. Thank you so much for that. I will post a link below to her boutique so you guys can go and check out the other things that she has. And it's just, yes, I'm a very dedicated teacher even from a distance, but I miss my kiddos in my classroom right now and stuff. But I know that you guys are all out there enjoying me, or enjoying the programs and stuff, and following along with me and stuff. And I really appreciate that, guys. But I miss all of you so much. So, but we'll see you again soon. So anyway, so just a couple of those things that I wanted to talk about this morning. So the project that we're going to be doing today is we are going to be doing a painted clay pot. Okay, and so for this project, you're going to need a small clay pot, acrylic paint, paintbrush, and then if you guys have any like foam daubers, this is a foam dauber, and we're going to be doing some really fun polka dots on our little pots after we get done painting them. And then you're going to be needing potting soil and flower seeds. And so let's get started, and I'm going to move my camera, my phone down, and so you guys can see my workspace. And you can see I've laid everything out here on my workspace, and I've got my paints all ready on a plate. And the first thing that you're going to want to do with these little terracotta pots is when you get these from the store, and maybe you have some on hand, and that's great. We can repurpose ones that you have at home, but if you've gotten some and they're brand new from the store, it's really important to wipe them off. Take a paper towel or something and wipe them off, because they kind of do have a little bit of dust and stuff on them usually when you get them. So, but we're going to start with this one first, and I'm just using a foam brush. I like to use foam brushes when I'm painting on terracotta, because I don't want to have any lines. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start painting this one white. And we want to lay down a base coat, and then we're going to do the decoration on top of that. And we're only painting the outside of this, kids, because we don't want to paint the inside, because that's where our soil is going to go, and it's not needed. So, and this dries pretty quickly going on here, so I'm just going to you know, go ahead and do my base coat first and go all the way around and just get everything covered here. And sometimes you might find, and you can do really any color of, you know, for your base coat. I'm just using white because I have some white paint on hand, but you guys can do any color, you know, for your base coat. So I want to make sure and get underneath that little lip. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and paint the top part of my little pot. So I would love to hear from you guys and love to hear, does everybody go out and help their moms and grandmas garden? Do you guys work in the garden? And if you do, what are the favorite things that you like to plant in the garden? I love to hear that from you kids. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just paint my top rim, but I'm not going to paint the inside. Like I said, I'm not going to paint the inside, but I'm just going to paint around on that top rim. Okay, so that one is done. So I'm going to start on my second one. Hopefully everyone is getting out today and enjoying the nice warm weather. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is absolutely just beautiful in North Dakota today. We need rain though. It's kind of dry out. It's kind of surprising. Again, I'm just going to paint the rim around on the top here. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my first one, and my first one is actually already dry. Okay, so we're going to start doing our design on our first one. And I've laid out a couple of colors here, and I have actually two sizes of daubers, of foam daubers. But if you guys don't have these at home, it's okay. If you have a pom-pom, or even if you want to take a little piece of it sounds kind of icky, but if you want to take a little piece of toilet paper and kind of bunch it up into a ball, and if you've got a clothespin, you can make the same thing, and you can have the same kind of technique here and stuff as the little foam dauber. But I just have foam daubers, and this is something that I've had on hand, you know, and stuff that I've had in my craft box for, I don't know, for a long time and stuff. So okay, so the first one I'm going to go into is I'm going to go into purple. And when you are working with these little daubers, you want to just make sure and get, you know, kind of an even coat of paint on the whole thing. And then when we do with the dauber, when we do polka dots with the dauber, we're going to just go down once, press, and lift up. Okay, so that's the kind of little, you know, dot that we get there with that polka dot. And I love polka dots, so I'm just gonna, you know, go down once, maybe load a little bit more paint on it, and I'm gonna do 3 big dots here, and then a couple of littler dots in different colors. Okay, so that's my three dots, my 3 big dots. Now I'm gonna go. Got a really pretty lilac that I'm going to do some smaller dots. And I'm just going to make this one just be purple, because purple is my favorite color. Okay, so just like that, guys, okay? And if you want to, maybe you want to have a couple of smaller dots up on top, on the top rim, you can do that too. That's all right. You know, this is just about whatever you think looks cool. So do that, whatever you think looks neat. All right, so this is my little pot with all my little polka dots on it, and now it's done. Okay, so let's do the other one here real quick. But I'm gonna wash out my paint brushes. I always have, you know, water in a little. Usually I have it in a little jar. Today it's in a little artichoke jar. I eat a lot of artichokes. So you guys just use whatever you have at home. I'm gonna wash this out real quick. And these daubers are a little bit easier to wash out in the sink just because they're a little bit bigger, but I'm not handy to a sink here when I do my videos. Okay, so just go ahead and dry those out then a little bit on a paper towel. If they're a little bit damp, don't worry about that, okay? So for the second one, let's do kind of spring colors. We're gonna do some pink dots on here. And if you guys wanna do stripes, maybe you wanna do stripes. You know, you could take a paintbrush and do a couple of stripes on this too. You don't have to do polka dots if you don't like them. So you just do whatever you like, whatever you think is cool. So it's all up to you and your imagination, what you like, what you think is neat. Just go ahead and do that. So okay, so now I've got my second one all done. So that's what that looks like when it's all done. And I'm not gonna put anything on the rim of this. So when these are all dry, guys, this is what we're going to do. We're gonna take a little bit of potting soil, and I have just a little container here that has, you know, some potting soil in it. And I'm going to fill up my little pot. And I always like to hold, you know, my pot over my container that I've got my soil in so I don't make a big mess. But you want to fill this up. You know, pretty full, but not like overflowing. Okay, so now my my little pots are filled up, and you know, not overflowing and stuff, but almost to the top. Okay, and now I've got some marigold seeds, and marigold seeds are a seed that generally germinates in about 10 days. So that pretty quick germination. and that's what I like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of move over my soil, and then I'm just going to spread. Actually, I'm going to spread quite a few of these little marigold seeds in here because I want to fill this little container up with all, you know, have some pretty marigolds in here. Okay. So just like that, I did my little planting, I covered them up, and now I have water in this ginger ale bottle, and I'm just gonna very lightly just pour a little bit of water in here and get them watered and started up. So now you're gonna have to check this, guys, when you get done with this planting, and you put your little seeds in here, and you can use any seeds you want. Okay, I just use marigold seeds because that's what I had on hand. But when you do this, you're going to want to check about every other day, and if the soil feels dry, you're going to want to water it just a little bit, just like we just did. Okay, so and hopefully in about 10 days you're going to see little green sprouts coming out of here and stuff that's eventually going to grow into your little marigold flowers. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoyed the project today of painting our little polka dots on our little clay pots. But like I said, you don't have to do polka dots. If you want to do stripes, if you want to do zigzags, do whatever you think looks cool. Okay, so but that is the project for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. And please come back and join me tomorrow for the next episode of Art with Miss Myra. And we're going to be working tomorrow. We're going to have a how-to day. Okay, so we're going to be making some of the supplies that I use and that I want you guys to have on hand and ready to use for a lot of the projects that we do here on the program. And so we're going to learn how to make Modge Podge, and for that you're going to need white school glue, water, a mason jar or spaghetti jar with a lid, and we're going to also learn how to make alcohol inks. So for that you're going to need some permanent markers, rubbing alcohol, some small glass jars, scissors, and needle nose pliers. And then this is the one that I'm really excited about. Okay, we're going to learn how to make a watercolor paint palette. And for that you're going to need baking soda, white vinegar, light corn syrup, cornstarch, food coloring, and a mini muffin tin. And if you don't have access to a mini muffin tin, that's okay. Ask your mom or your grandma if you can have a ice cube tray. Okay, ice cube trays work out really great for this project also, but if you've got that mini muffin tin, you might want to use that and stuff, but it's all up to you, whatever you have available to you and stuff. I'm not encouraging anyone to go out to the stores at all and buy something special for this project. If you have an ice cube tray at home that you could use and stuff, just go ahead and use that. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining me for Art with Miss Myra. I hope that you guys have a great rest of the day and get out and enjoy some of this nice warm weather. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.